Hey, Margie here. Welcome to the Wake Up, Pray Up, Boss Up podcast, the show that helps Christian moms prioritize their physical and mental health so they can boldly step into God's calling. I'm your host, Margie Ruiz.
Hey, Margie here. Welcome back to another episode of the Wake Up, Pray Up, Boss Up podcast. Today's episode is a personal one. It's real, it's raw, and it's straight from my heart. Because I know that I can't be, and I'm not the only one who's been feeling under attack lately. You know that verse in Ephesians 6:12 that says, our struggle is not against flesh and blood, but against rulers, against the authorities, against the powers of this dark world? Yeah, that one. Lately, I've been living it. Let me be honest. Last week, for the first time since launching my podcast, I didn't release a new episode. I was emotionally exhausted, dealing with some pretty heavy family issues, and I had a house full of company. I simply couldn't get it done. I was physically, emotionally, and spiritually exhausted. I republished an older episode just to stay consistent, but in my heart, I was just worn out. And that very day, I received a text from someone I hadn't spoke to this woman in probably 5 years, maybe more. It's an old neighbor, and her message was, she had to verify if I still had that phone number. She's like, is this Margie? And I was like, yeah. Anyway, it was so great to hear from her, but she said to me, something told me to reach out to you and tell you that you're doing an amazing job. Keep going. I could have cried. I did cry because God is that good. He knew I needed the encouragement. I didn't even know she was listening to the podcast. And not only did she affirm the work I'm doing, but she reminded me that people are searching. They're lost in modern distractions, trying to fill a void that only God can fill. She went on to say how proud she was of my devotion to God and thanked me for encouraging others to find Him and find themselves. She said that she felt led to tell me this. And her final words to me were, I was asked to reach out to you. I can't make this stuff up. God is real, and He's calling you and me to rise up. But here's the truth. The enemy knows this too, and he will attack you where it hurts the most. I've been walking through something heavy. I'm not quite ready to share the details yet, but when I tell you this, it has slowed me down, discouraged me, and made me question everything. But I know now. That is exactly how the enemy works. He hits where it hurts. He doesn't want you to rise up. He doesn't want you to armor up. And he for sure doesn't want you to realize that you're chosen, equipped, and more powerful than you will ever know. Listen, friend, if you're listening to this, you are being called. You wouldn't be here otherwise. You wouldn't have clicked on the Wake Up, Pray Up, Boss Up podcast if you're not being called. The truth is, when you start stepping into your calling, when you start moving closer to God's purpose for you, the enemy gets nervous. He attacks, he distracts, and he hits where it hurts most. For me, that's with my family. That's where he tries to slow me down. But here's what my friend reminded me. The battle is already won. The enemy may use smoke and mirrors, but God has already secured the victory. See, we're not fighting for victory. We're fighting from victory. So today, I want to ask you, are you ready for war? This isn't a physical war. It's a spiritual one. And your role in it matters. I want to talk about how we armor up. And not just spiritually, but physically, emotionally, and mentally. Because if we're going to stand firm in the face of attack, we need to be strong in every front. We are daughters of the King, and we're not backing down. Here are your 3 clicks to prepare for spiritual battle. Click number 1, wake up. Recognize the battle is real. Sometimes the hardest part is acknowledging that spiritual warfare is even happening. We chalk it up to a bad day or We try to push through on our own strength. But friend, this isn't just about being tired or overwhelmed. This is about the enemy trying to keep you from your calling. If you're only looking at what's happening in the natural, you'll miss the bigger picture. You're not crazy. You're under attack, but you're not defenseless. We have to wake up to the fact that we are in a battle every single day, but we don't fight alone. Ask yourself, where am I being distracted? Where do I feel most attacked? That might be exactly where your greatest purpose lies. Click number 2, we're going to pray up. Strengthen your spirit daily. One of the best ways to start your day, spiritual strong, is by giving God your first fruit, your first thought, your first moment, your first breath. Prayer is your weapon. It's not just talking to God, it's receiving your assignment, your peace, and your power. And a tool I created to help you with this is something I call the 10-5-5 formula for peace in the everyday chaos of life. It's simple. You start by saying 10 things you're grateful for as soon as you open your eyes, 5 things to let go and let God, and 5 prayer requests. This simple morning habit helps you release what's weighing you down and refocus on what truly matters. Because when you're spiritually grounded, the enemy loses his grip. If you haven't downloaded the 10-5-5 yet, grab it at margieruiz.com. It's completely free, and it will help you start each day armored up and aligned with God. And click number 3, boss up. Take care of your whole self. Let's be real. When you're exhausted, it's a lot harder to fight battles. Last week, I was drained. And because I hadn't been caring for myself, I wasn't ready for the attack. See, I finished 75 hard the day before my family came, and I went a little nuts. If you don't know what that is, I talked about it about a couple episodes ago. It's a challenge that I did for 75 days. So when my family came, I ate and drank all the things I had not been able to indulge on for 75 days. This made me tired and definitely not my best self. We can't ignore the physical and emotional side of spiritual warfare because you are a whole person, body, mind, and spirit. God created all of you, and He wants you to steward every part. That means fueling your body with the right foods, getting rest, exercising, spending time with uplifting people, and creating rhythms of peace. Taking care of yourself is not selfish. It's how you prepare for battle. Taking care of your health is not vanity. It's vital. Boss up by fueling your body, protecting your peace, and staying close to the one who gives you strength. Remember what Jesus did? He withdrew often to pray. Even the Son of God needed rest and restoration. So do you. Let's stop playing small. You have been chosen. You have been assigned. You have been equipped. The enemy wants you quiet and tired. But when you know who you are in Christ, you stop tiptoeing around your calling. You boss up by speaking truth, by putting on the full armor of God, by setting boundaries, and by rebuking lies. I'm doing that this week, starting with myself. If I don't take care of my mind, my body, and my spirit, I can't show up for this calling. I can't lead my family. I can't carry out the mission God gave me. And neither can you. But together we rise. So friend, I have 2 questions for you this week. Number 1, are you spiritually, physically, and mentally strong enough for battle? And number 2, who is fighting with you? The world needs your light, but in order to shine, you have to stay plugged in to God, to your purpose, and to the people who fuel you, not drain you. And remember, you're not alone in this battle. I am here with you. And more importantly, God is with you. If this episode spoke to you, I'd love for you to download the 10-5-5 formula and let that be your first click this week. It might be small, but it could change everything. You can grab it now at margieruiz.com. You've got this, sis, and God's got you. God bless. Bye.
Thank you so much for listening. Hey, if you enjoyed the episode and you'd like to help support the podcast, please share it with others, post about it on social media, shout it from the rooftops, leave a rating and a review, all the things. And to catch the latest from me, you can follow me on Facebook and Instagram at margie.gp6 or go to my website at margieruiz.com and make sure to sign up for my weekly newsletter. Thanks again. I'll see you next time. Bye.